In the cold silence of a strange metallic room, a faint blue light flickers, like the pulse of something alive. A breath escapes the stillness. A young man, Arav, slowly opens his eyes. His body floats slightly above a silver bed, weightless, confused, trembling. His heartbeat echoes like a drum inside his head. Where is he? He turns his gaze and freezes. Surrounding him are 6 alien girls, their eyes glowing in shades of silver, violet, and gold. Their faces, unearthly yet hauntingly beautiful, study him in silence. A soft whisper cuts through the air. He's human. For a moment, time stops. The words pierce through him like lightning. Why do they sound afraid? Or curious? Arav tries to speak, but his voice breaks. No sound, no strength. His chest rises fast, fear mixing with disbelief. One of the girls steps closer, her silver hair glinting under the dim light. Her gaze is not cold but searching, almost gentle. Is he their prisoner or their discovery? He can't move, can't escape, only watch as their glowing eyes surround him. And somewhere deep inside he realizes, this is not a dream. This is the beginning of something he was never meant to see. Cold glass separates him from the unknown. Arav sits on one side, the alien girls on the other, their glowing fingers dancing across floating symbols. Each tap sends ripples of light across the room, soft, rhythmic, and strangely beautiful. He watches them, heart pounding, trying to understand if he's being examined or judged. Through the haze, one face stands out. Her eyes, calm and turquoise, don't hold the same cold curiosity as the others. She studies him, not like a specimen, but like someone seeing a person trapped in a cage. A faint shimmer flickers across a holographic panel. Her name, Linara. Arav leans forward, desperate for a connection. The glass is cool against his fingertips. Why am I here? What do they want from me? His thoughts echo inside his head. Linara hesitates. Her gaze softens, almost as if she can hear his unspoken fear. The others murmur in their strange language, data flashing on their screens. For a brief second, their eyes meet, human confusion against alien empathy. It feels like the entire room pauses, and in that silent exchange, Arav senses it. Not all of them see him as an experiment. One of them might just see him as a life worth saving. Arav blinks against the blinding light as the glass door slides open. He steps into a massive chamber that looks almost like Earth, but something feels off. The air shimmers faintly, the ground pulses with energy, and tall silver trees hum with a strange rhythm. Artificial sunlight burns warmer than real light, almost too perfect. He takes a breath, then coughs violently. The air is thick, sharp, not meant for human lungs. He stumbles forward, disoriented as gravity shifts beneath his feet. His vision blurs. The walls seem to breathe. His heart races. He tries to stay standing, but his body gives up, collapsing onto the cold metallic floor. Alarms flicker. The other aliens watch silently, recording every reaction. But one of them, Linara, moves. She ignores the commands flashing on her wrist device and rushes to his side. Kneeling beside him, her soft voice trembles through the echoing chamber. Don't move. You're not ready for this air. Her hand hovers near his face, a faint blue glow stabilizing his breath. For the first time, he feels warmth in this cold alien world. Through the haze, one truth becomes clear. She's risking everything, just to keep him alive. Days slip by in the quiet glow of the alien ship. Arav, once trapped in fear, now waits for the soft sound of footsteps he's come to recognize. Linara's. Every time the door slides open, she enters with a faint smile, carrying water that glows faintly blue and strange food that tastes almost like fruit from Earth. She whispers words in her language, guiding his tongue gently until he can mimic them. Their laughter fills the small room, uneven, hesitant, but real. Each visit brings them closer, not through words, but through the silence between them. One day, Linara brings a small crystal sphere, placing it in his hands. It lights up, projecting a breathtaking hologram, her planet. Oceans of silver mist, golden skies, and then darkness creeping in, cities collapsing under storms of light. Arav watches as her smile fades, her voice trembles. We needed to study humans, because we envy what you have. Emotion. A tear shimmers, sliding down her glowing cheek. In that fragile moment, Arav's heart aches. The fear, the tests, the mystery, it all makes sense now. They weren't monsters experimenting on him. They were souls searching for what they had lost long ago. The feeling of being human. The room glows with cold white light as Linara stands before the towering alien council. Their faces are hidden behind masks of silver glass, voices echoing through the chamber like thunder. On the central screen, images flash. Her secret meetings with Arav, the food she shared, the laughter they exchanged. Each frame feels like a betrayal being played in slow motion. Arav watches from behind the barrier, heart sinking as he realizes what's happening. He can't hear every word, but he can see the fear in Linara's eyes. The council's verdict comes through in a single chilling command. Arav is to be mind-wiped, his memories erased, and sent back to Earth as if none of this ever existed. Linara's voice breaks through the silence, trembling yet fierce. He feels empathy, he dreams. If we erase him, we erase what's left of us. Her words echo through the metallic hall, raw and desperate. The council members exchange silent glances. No answer. Only the hum of the chamber and the cold finality of their silence. Arav presses his hand to the glass, powerless. As Linara stands alone, her defiance the only light left in a room built to destroy hope. The silence of the night is shattered by a distant alarm. Red warning lights pulse through the metallic hallways like a heartbeat. Inside his cell, Arav sits up, startled, as the door slides open. Linara stands there, breathing hard, eyes glowing brighter than ever. Without a word, she rushes in and grabs his hand. Her voice trembles with urgency. We have only one chance. The ship's gate opens in 3 minutes. Arav doesn't hesitate. They run, bare feet hitting the cold metal floor, shadows chasing them through glowing corridors. Sirens wail overhead, echoing like cries of judgment. Security drones flash by, scanning the air. Linara pulls him into narrow passages, guiding him through the maze she's memorized in secret. Other alien girls appear along the way, watching in silence. For a heartbeat, it seems they'll raise the alarm, but instead one steps forward and touches a panel, opening the next door. Another diverts the cameras. A silent rebellion spreads through their eyes. Every second feels like eternity. Arav can feel Linara's pulse racing through her hand. The alarms grow louder. The gate's light flickers at the end of the corridor. Freedom is so close, but so is the danger that could end everything. The roaring alarms fade into a heavy silence as they reach the edge of the launch bay. The escape pod hums softly, its door already open, golden light spilling out like a promise of freedom. Arav turns to Linara, breathless, desperate. Come with me, he pleads, his voice breaking. For a moment she says nothing. Her eyes, bright turquoise and trembling, search his face as if memorizing it. Then she smiles. A sad, knowing smile. I can't, she whispers. Our species can't survive your world, but maybe your world can survive ours. If you remember us. Arav shakes his head, unwilling to accept it. But before he can speak, Linara steps closer, placing her glowing hand on his chest. A soft blue light spreads across his heart, pulsing gently beneath his skin. Now, you carry our memory, she says, her voice trembling but strong. The pod's door begins to close. Arav's hand lingers against the glass, his eyes locked on hers. The engines ignite, and in a burst of light, the pod shoots into space, leaving her behind, standing alone in the crimson glow of the alarms, watching the only human she ever cared for disappear into the stars. Morning light filters through the curtains as Arav jolts awake, gasping for air. He's back, in his bed, in his apartment, surrounded by the familiar hum of city life. The soft whir of a fan, the distant horns outside, the warmth of sunlight on his face. It all feels real, too real. But his mind is foggy, fragments of stars and glowing eyes flashing behind his eyelids. Was it all a dream? He stumbles to the mirror, gripping the sink. For a moment, everything looks normal. Then he sees it, a faint silver shimmer in his eyes like starlight trapped inside. His pulse quickens. He presses a hand to his chest and feels it. A soft, steady blue glow beating in rhythm with his heart. He looks out the window. The morning sky sparkles with stars that shouldn't be visible in daylight. They flicker brighter as if watching him. A wave of emotion crashes through him. Memories of Linara's voice, her touch, her final words echoing in his mind. They weren't monsters, he whispers, voice shaking. They were lost souls. A single tear falls, glowing faintly as it hits his skin, half human, half alien light. The memory of two worlds forever bound in one heart.